But the budget book did defend something. And you need to do that.
Okay.
There we go. Wow.
Right. No see.
No, except for Mary, and I'll see your faces. Other Mary,
I was gonna say.
sit her left up in front of them.
Yeah, well, it has to be higher.
You can't see Tim, that's the thing.
That's why.
Maybe Tim likes it, that's okay.
He does.
I know, he said.
Well, he's gonna talk.
Now, see, there he is, there he is.
It's amazing.
You have a face right now? You know, you say that was Garrison Stewart. From the Prairie Home Companion.
Good. Haven't seen you since the RV lately.
Will be this Thursday.
I'll
go back yet.
Happen to people.
Mr. Shift. I'll be there.
This farmer's market busy.
Not terribly, but we had a steady
Like I say,
stream of visit
My
customers.
garden is so small.
That's good.
Yes.
I don't know if we did them any good, but we were there. We're gonna have signs that say, listening post. We have an abundance of little kids to draw signs for us. Yes. Between their two and my two here in town. I don't think I could get Ragnar to make a sign for me. Maybe if he made it out of wood.
Maybe, there you go.
Yeah. Remember when he used to make these little fish catcher things and sell them? You bought one.
Well,
Here he's
I think
making,
it cost $15.
no, it did not.
I don't know what I paid.
Five. I
Was
think.
it five?
Five, I think. I don't think,
Inflation.
I don't think it was 15.
I think it was.
Really? I have to speak to him. Anyway,
He's capitalist.
he's making spoons now. He's not a capitalist, he's a craftsman.
That's good. Well, he's gotta pay for his labor,
So he's making spoons now,
turning them or carving them.
carving them. He's carving them. And he's fishing like crazy. And he texted me the other day and said, he caught a big fish and he cooked it, but then he wasn't hungry, would I eat it? Well, you don't have to ask me twice. And I was
What was it?
proud of
Trout?
that big. It cooked, it was that big, I swear to God. Tim ate some for breakfast, I ate the other half. He's going to trout camp.
There's a
Good.
trout camp?
There.
They're actually, well.
There is a
There's a
trout,
club called Trout Camp.
there's a trout camp and he says they don't really want Vermont kids because they always have it before Vermont school gets out.
Oh,
But this year, it is, Vermont school is getting out early enough that he can go to trout camp.
Where is it held?
I don't know, where's trout camp held?
I have no idea.
By a stream, I think.
It could be at Mansfield Trout Club.
I don't know, it's run by Trout Unlimited. And the Vermont Academy has a varsity fly fishing team.
That I actually knew.
Did you know that?
That is interesting.
And I wonder, what's their fight?
That's a good one. Just call Peter up, he'll tell you.
Yeah,
His son,
Yeah,
your grandson just.
his grandson just graduated from there, yeah. I went down for the graduation of, a year ago from, Nafig. The Nafig girl graduated. Right. Then, yeah, really, aren't we old? We are so old. I remember,
Holy moly.
yeah,
It being 7 o'clock, I'll call this regular meeting of the Northfield Select Board to order. Lydia is out tonight doing family duty, and is there any need to adjust?
And Northfield and Lydia is scheduled for 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. It's on your work calendar.
Excuse my phone, it's out of control sometimes. Is there any need to adjust the agenda?
I do not believe so.
Very good. All right, public participation scheduled, there are none. And other items on the agenda, Liquor Control Commission, liquor license renewals. We have one for Depot Square Pizzeria and Northfield Country Club.
Move we approve the renewals.
Second?
second, I second.
Yep, Tim seconded it. Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the liquor license renewals for Depot Square Pizzeria and Northfield Country Club, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining, 500.
400.
400, thank you, John. Outside consumption permits for Depot Square Pizzeria and Northfield Country Club.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, further discussion. Hearing none, all those in favor of approving outside consumption permits for Depot Square Pizzeria and Northfield Country Club, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining, 400. Approval of minutes, May 12th.
I move the approval of minutes on May 12th.
Second.
Moved and seconded, comments, questions, Tim,
I think I'm good.
John,
I don't have any, thank you.
Mary.
I have a couple of things, all on page 1. And it's just, one small thing. Central Vermont Habitat for Humanity, so this is almost halfway down. Central Vermont Habitat for Humanity is a 501c3.
Oh, super.
Yeah, you need a 3 in there.
Yeah.
And then, further down, we get to the part where we're talking about comments, board members' comments. And of course, board member Shernock asked if the prefab housing panels will be properly insulated. I asked if they were a certain kind of panel called super insulated panel, and it's capital SIP, SIPs, super insulated panels. So I asked that, and then he said, yeah, they were, and then he talked about how good they were and what they were, 30 inches thick, and that they had the channels built in and all that, which I kind of knew, but he repeated it for the benefit of everybody else, so that's why they're called super insulated panels, because they're special like that.
So they're really 30 inches thick, as
Yeah,
after the meeting, I looked at it strange tonight.
I didn't hear that last part you said.
They really are 30 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they, yeah, and they do have the channels in them, and so that you don't wreck the insulation envelope by drilling in to make a channel for your electrical stuff. And yeah, so that's why they're super.
Anything else, Mary?
No, that's all.
Very good. Further discussion on approval of minutes. Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes of May 12th, 2026 as amended, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining, 400. Approval of bills, warrant 22 through 26 and 22 and 26A through D.
I approve, I move to approve the warrants 22 through 26 and 20 through to 26A through D.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Comments, questions, Tim?
No, I think I'm good.
John
I'm good, thank you.
and Mary.
I'm good. I just wanted to note that there was a fee of $834 for tire disposal at cleanup day.
Yep.
I mean, people need to know that we do these things for them.
Earl said that was the cheapest he could find.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing and I'm glad we're doing it. It's just that, what was it we listened today? Things don't happen by magic.
Yeah. And there was a lot of tires I saw them.
Yeah.
Good. We get them out of the environment. That's a good thing.
So my only comment was it's a lot in the water fund due to construction, 655,000. Any other comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving said warrant 22 through 26 and 22 through 26, A through D in the amount of $915,964.89, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? 400. Approval of warrant 22, 20 through 26E.
I move the approval of warrants 22 through 26E.
Second,
Moved and seconded. This is just a loan on Coxbrook paving bond. Any other questions regarding this?
Does it say how long that bond was for,
I can tell you that,
or what the remainder is?
I can tell you. You give me a moment. I just so happened brought my budget book tonight. Cause I had a feeling there could be questions. Um. You gotta bear with me since Lori's not here. Here we go. Good question asked because there are obviously other bonds also that are on this list, and it gives you a pretty good read of where we're at. Give me a moment. Okay. Boy, there are a lot of pages to this budget. You should see lots of notes. I'm just right here. Yeah, I'm gonna strike out Tim, but
I can phone a friend after.
yeah, exactly. For the friend. I think this is probably, I think it was, I'm not even gonna guess, but I think it was a 15-year bond.
Remember how much it was for?
I'm not gonna guess, but it was a lot. If I have time, I'll look it up.
Is there a reason for?
Just curious,
Yeah.
Cause if it's, again, if it's a long bond, the road's gonna need to be replaced or repaired
Before the
before the
bond,
bond's even
yeah,
paid out. And at $29,000 for that one payment. Gotta be a fairly decent bond, and all I did was reclaim it. And pay that.
It's a good question to ask, and it's in my book here. But that's what this is for. Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving, warrant 22 through 26E in the amount of $29,539.23, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, abstaining. All right, receipt of biweekly payroll through May 10th.
I move that we receive the bi-weekly payroll dated May 10th.
Okay. I hear a second.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions regarding biweekly payroll? Hearing none, all those in favor of receiving the biweekly payroll through May 10th in the amount of $103,898.35. Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And abstaining, so 400. All right. Next on the agenda, approval of summer 2026 Memorial Park pool schedule and fees. Mary, what you got for us here?
It is pretty much the same as it was last year, except for, swimming lessons, I think. There was a change to that. Do you remember what the change was, Ken, from what it was last year?
They were listed as free, the first two lessons.
Yeah.
This year, because Shannon said too many people were signing up and then not actually showing up
Right.
and took spots away from other people.
Can you repeat that once again? Because Lydia wanted me to make sure I discuss this.
Okay.
So repeat that, Ken.
Well, people were signing up for the free lessons and then they wouldn't show up.
Got it.
So there's a limited number of spots there. So instead of like a number of empty spaces there that other people would have filled.
So we're not having free lessons this year.
No, that was Shannon's recommendation.
Shannon's recommendation.
I have another idea, which is that people pay like you do to use the library, and then you get it refunded back. You know, you can just hold the checks and then they hand them back to people if they came to their lesson.
I would say that's probably gonna be an accounting nightmare,
No, she just holds them.
really.
I do know that if people have hardships or, are not able to pay, that we do have a fund for that and that they can seek,
So I think that's what the spirit of this, trying to make the lessons at no charge, so we have people. And then if that's handled by the manager, that's fine with me. Any comments? Well, first we should take a motion. I'm sorry, take a motion to approve the draft fees and schedules.
I move that we approve the draft fees and schedules.
Second.
Discussion. Is everyone kosher with the idea that anybody who has hardships that can't afford, or other reasons, for lessons, they can consult the manager's office or the pool director?
That's a lot asking people to do that. You know, it's like, I don't know, I think that's,
Well, it's kind of interesting. The pool director recommends that we charge, but she was involved in the discussion of,
she likes.
because when we did the budget, it was reduced, the income was reduced to $100. That's why I brought this book today. But
She likes free lessons. And she's not here to speak.
Scholarship. We apply for free lessons,
I believe that's the case.
you know, sometimes if you apply for something, you're serious about
Pretty much what you just said, like if
yeah.
they're having trouble paying for it, then. Cause I get the other side of it, that if they're not showing up, it's taking the spots of people that do want it.
yeah, that's not, you can't run a ship like that. So,
Cause if she's planning on 15 kids for a lesson and only 5 can show up,
yeah, I hear you.
it's waste of time, not wasted time, but you mean.
It's 10 spaces that could have been used maybe by some kids who were the 11th kid and didn't get in.
Yeah.
First come, first served, so.
I hear that. So the only thing that I could think of is that, okay, you pay by check $40 and she just holds the checks until,
Lori doesn't like holding checks, she's.
I wasn't Lori I was talking about. It would be held at the pool. That's how they do it at the library.
So what's our pleasure, folks? Do we want to charge for lessons as proposed on our fees with the caveat that they comply for financial aid or a scholarship? Or do we want to go no charge again and against the recommendation of the pool director?
Well, I don't want to overrule the pool director who is there all the time, and I'm not. So I think that I would bow to her expertise on this matter. But I think it's a pity that people screwed that up for her.
Yep.
I believe Tom Davis said our grant funds to cover the cost of family passes, that kind of thing, that's a separate thing now.
Right.
But there are other ways people with low income are assisted for pool access.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the schedule and fees for the 2026 season at the pool Memorial Park, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? 400. Tim, I have your answer.
I found it.
I found it. Coxbrook, remaining balance $135,905, which was just been reduced to 29,000.
Mhm.
So, and it gets paid off on the 29/30 year.
Must have been,
So that's in,
must have been 8.
1,
10
2.
years ago.
I think it was 10, because I remember when we discussed it, we did not want it to fall apart before the bond was paid off. And I think it was 10.
Yeah.
And we could certainly get the original amount. But send that down to Tim.
It'll
I got,
probably just about due for it when it's paid off again.
yeah, and then if you look there, you'll see the other bonds there too. You can keep that, because I have plenty of those. All right, next item on the agenda is the appointment of Manager Smith to alternate representative positions on various boards and alliances, would you say?
Mhm.
Manager Mary, are you fine with this?
Accepting all the responsibilities.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. I would, do we need a formal motion? Yep.
Might as well.
Yep.
I think Steve Fitzhugh is mainly concerned about the DEPS alternate representative.
That is
Yep.
correct, yeah.
That's a big one.
I move that we appoint Mary Smith as the representative to the Mountain Alliance. She's the alternative representative to VPPSA. The Central Vermont Regional, as alternative representative to Central Vermont Regional Planning Commission, and alternative representative to Central Vermont Regional Planning Commission, tax, something,
So transportation advisory.
transportation advisory. Thank you.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Tim seconds it. Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Congratulations, Mary.
Great.
Next item on the agenda is a reminder that on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026, we are having the select board retreat, which in the past has been a planning session for short-term, medium, and long-term goals that the community and the board would like to see addressed. And it is at 4:30 in this room. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Any questions? Okay. Mary, you have a report for us or some remarks?
What about this?
That's coming at the end.
Okay, come back in. Yeah, it was a busy week. And I had a draft agenda, or not agenda, but weekly report for you all. And I just did not get any time today to get it out between ambulance negotiations, our open office hours, and tonight. That we got bids for the Cross Brothers Dam that we are looking over and will award by the end of the week, so that project is moving forward. Finishing up construction on Hill Street for the water tank and all of the lines. And just taxes were due last week, or was it the week before? It was
15th.
15th, yes, so and we've started collecting delinquent taxes, so a lot of stuff, but per usual this time of year.
Yeah, all times of year, it seems. Well, thank you for that. Board members, comments, concerns, questions, Tim?
The other thing that I was asked about is when they paved Union Street or Water Street, Water Street. They swept all the debris off into the parking lots and never picked it up, so there's a windrow of ground asphalt and everything else in the two property owners' properties on either side of Union Street. That's kind of a little unacceptable for a contractor.
I will make a note to
And
have the engineers follow up with them.
those people, that's their business parking lot, and they got a windrow of ground asphalt through their parking lot. That was kind of the only thing that I had.
Excellent. John?
Oh, I got a number of things. Elm Street, which is gonna have the water line replaced.
Yes.
Where is the water line going to be relative to the houses on the hill and that retaining wall?
So we have to address that. I actually just found when I was cleaning out my office this past weekend, and I have not taken a moment to look at it, but in 2015, there was a proposal done, a study of Elm Street retaining wall to take it out, because that whole retaining wall is failing. And it continues to get worse every year, and so that is something that we are going to have to replace.
Well, we just had a discussion there, cause there was three different ones of. We had this discussion not very long ago about, since the water line's gonna be there, the sewer line is underneath the lower side of the street.
Correct.
If the water line's gotta be replaced, that's the time to possibly get rid of the wall completely
Mhm.
and rebuild the street and restructure the lawns and the driveways on the uphill side and kind of marry it all in, and probably the cheapest and easiest way out. And it can be built into a water line project. All at the same conjunction, but yeah. I mean, you said there was three different proposals. That's
There
right.
was, yeah.
One of them
I
was
mean,
that, was relocating the water line.
so one was, well, there was two different types of walls that were proposed. And then there was the third, which was just leveling the street like you're talking about. Those were the three. And I know we had some engineering done about 10 years ago, and prior to that, we had engineering done also, maybe 5 years prior to that. And I want to say $600,000 was a number that I remember for one of the wall projects,
Well, you can double that now.
yeah. So, so then my question is the water line, absolutely necessary to be replaced this year? And is it,
Well, it's,
I,
that water line project isn't for another 2 years. I thought they.
oh, I thought John may have brought this up because it's something eminent.
I thought it was eminent. What's coming
Yeah.
up at the end of the?
Elm
They're
Street's gonna
marrying,
be closed.
they're tying everything in up there. They're tying all the new water lines into the existing water lines where it comes down from the Cheney farm.
But are they replacing the line on Elm Street?
Not to my knowledge.
not to my knowledge either.
Cause the only water line, the new water line came down Prospect Street to Main Street, but they gotta hook
The,
everything in up at the end of Elm Street where the new line and the old lines are all coming together. To tie it all, the grid back into a grid log, is my understanding.
what's your understanding, John?
Well, I saw the notice that Elm Street was going to be closed for the water line project. And I don't know what is going to be done.
Got it.
It's
Yeah.
tying the top of it into the new structure into the old structure. That Elm Street still has to be replaced. But we are not doing that currently this year,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense, but that's all right.
But John brings up a good point then, and then you do too. So if that line is eventually gonna get replaced, make sure we
Yeah, no,
address
Yeah,
that.
cause we'd had a discussion with Steve and then we had talked about it, I think, one time here, that. That's a project that needs to be, cause I think the water department has that slated for 2 years.
yeah,
And within the next 2 years, it's on their to-do list,
yeah,
So
is
then
to
that
replace
gives us,
that, and it's, I mean, that's the time that. If you're gonna do a project, you do it all at the same time.
Yes,
yes. But I mean, that wall is actively failing.
It has been for 10 years.
20 years, yeah, I was gonna say 16.
There's a crack that goes all the way through it now that was not there like last year, so,
On borrowed time.
yes.
What else, John?
okay. Rebecca, the youth librarian, had an accident here and wants to be considered for workman's comp. Now, workman's comp, we have at the library. And she was taking a table out of that closet over there. And had a problem with the chairs that were stacked there for disposal. They were broken. So I took all those chairs out. But our workman's comp for the library will take care of her. Not the workman's comp for the town. Okay. The speed sign down on 12, just outside of 12A,
Mhm.
is not operating.
Okay,
The court charge. I asked about,
yes, so it was a charge and we did get a refund, but it was not in that warrant. Because we had to bring back said court.
okay. And who's gonna be the new fire chief?
Well, I think that our fire chief is staying on for another year, is my understanding.
Wait a minute, Peter DeMassey died.
Yeah, he's already been replaced.
That was a long time ago, John.
I
It was
see
Patrick.
Peter
It was
on
Pat,
this town of Northfield.
Yeah, Pete Junior. He's been our chief for how many years, Tim?
3.
Or 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least 10. Yeah, so Pete
15.
Junior is our chief,
15,
so.
15, pushing maybe 16.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about like since Pete passed away.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Well, Pete's best.
Patrick passed away,
Yeah.
not Peter.
Okay.
keep these people, they're ball players, they need numbers.
Yep. That's all I got, thank you.
Mary?
I have, a good news to relate. Do you remember when we gave money to, ARPA money to, Andrew Padilla for disc golf? Well, it's done. There are 18 baskets. There is a disc golf that takes you, I'm running out of power here, I wish I could read it to you. The course winds all the way through the forest that Norwich University owns. And there are, he said, splendid views of the town of Northfield from these. And it's open from sunrise to sunset. You use a QR code there to keep track of your score, which this is kept in the cloud nationwide, or you don't have to, you can just mess around. And there's no charge, and townspeople are free to use it. Now, one of the things that I think I needed to remind some of my colleagues, and I need maybe to remind the rest of you, when I did the ARPA project before I was on this board, I solicited opinions from all quarters that I could think of in the town. And I went to the high school and I listened to the junior high kids and I listened to the senior high kids. By the way, there's incredible behavior differences between those two groups. And the kids told me over and over again, they said it in their surveys, that they wanted places that somebody else said where they could just hang out, and do stuff. And they wanted, the kids said all kinds of things. They wanted a donut shop in town and they wanted candy store, but they also wanted basketball court or disc golf or skateboard park, right? So here comes Andrew Padilla with this thing for the skateboard park, so we jumped on it and got it, and now we have, no, I mean, for a disc golf, and we jumped on it and we got it. And it's going to be maintained by Norwich, not by us. So, this is a good thing. And, I don't know how to do this, but kids do it, and I know that people come from all over to do it. So now we're gonna be a site on these,
Tour.
on the tour, yeah, we're gonna be a site on the tour. So there you go, that's my report.
There was a big tournament last weekend in Barry,
There was,
the disc golf.
how many people came?
I don't know the details, but where they have the fire display, the quarry, is it called?
Oh,
Ice on Fire up there?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
it's located.
the
Not
trails
Ice on
up there.
That's
Yeah.
Rock Fire.
Yeah, that's where the disc golf. And the only reason I know about it is my wife's coworkers played in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very big thing for a lot of people.
Good news.
And I'm glad that we have it and it's all done. And it's 18 and it's free,
Anything else, Mary?
nothing else.
I have a couple of things. I would like to have a public shout out to everyone involved in the Memorial Day ceremony yesterday. Both the town employees who helped set the place up, get the place mowed and looking great, the flags up, everything about it, the people who sponsored the event, the American Legion. Just a shout out to everyone involved there. And then I have a question. I don't need an answer today, but Mary brought up ARPA funding, and one thing that we spent quite a bit of money on was rural wireless service. You remember that? Through, we gave them
You gave them money.
we gave them money and nothing has come back to Northfield yet. So I was wondering if at some point, did you look into that? And it was a significant amount of money we gave out of ARPA.
It might be a question for Tom Davis, because he's our rep to
Yeah.
the
Well,
NEKC.
my contact's the manager, so she can do that.
I think it was 60K.
I was not gonna say that, but I think you're right.
It was 90.
Oh, maybe. A 6
So-
million, I think, I'm mixed up.
I'd like to get an update on where we're at. For that,
Yeah, of course.
thank you. Public participation unscheduled. Is there anybody online that'd like to be recognized? Is there anyone in the room that would like to be recognized? We are going to have an executive session on a legal and contract matter. After a couple of minute recess, so I would look for a motion to go into executive session. Yes, Mary, thank you very much. Yes, Mary, go right ahead, you have the floor.
I'm sorry I'm being a pestarino, but.
No, I was gonna say that at the end, but.
Yeah, we're having a regular select board meeting on July 14th. And the time will change from 7 PM to 6 PM. I was wondering if at that time we could change our Zoom here, so there's no chat function on the Zoom.
I would defer to the manager on that.
We can definitely do that. I actually think that we might move towards Teams. Because that is also something that has proven to be safer.
It's safer.
Yeah.
And then can people, you have to educate me on this.
You-
So can people tune in from home?
yes,
So just like now,
It's the same.
except they can't do chat.
we can turn off the chat.
Can you turn off the
Correct,
chat?
yes.
Little chat on this.
Yes, I wanted to say that none of these nice people here are allowed to chat. So I don't see why that should be something that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, that's all.
So, going forward, our regular time is going to be 6 PM instead of 7 PM.
Vote on this?
Starting July 14th. I know we had a discussion about it,
Yes, but we didn't have a vote on it.
vote on it, and it's,
Would you like to have a vote on it, John?
it has to be warned. So we can't do it tonight,
Okay.
A vote has to be warned.
yeah.
I think you can change your meeting time without a vote. That's something internal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
So I,
but if you'd like a vote on it, we can warn it the next meeting in plenty of time.
I would like a vote on
Fine.
Okay.
it, because I'm not happy with it.
When we
We
meet,
try to get this into the Northfield News, but
so when we
we vote
meet,
at the next meeting, we'll be able to go done.
yeah, so when we meet, for our agenda meeting, I'll make sure we get that on.
We could vote on it on the 3rd.
Yes, we could,
And then that would give you time, I think, to get it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
That could be the only
Is that-
agenda.
Added to the
Actually, we
agenda.
on the
Yeah.
9th, so I should be able to get it in by the 12th. So we'll just save it for the 9th then.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, look for a motion to go into executive session.
so moved.
Second,
And seconded, all those in favor of going into executive session for a legal contract matter, say aye.
I
Opposed? Danny will be going into executive session
have the.
with the manager for.
All right. Conservation Commission's meeting tomorrow, so you can leave the first 2 rows.
First roll,
Yeah, first 2 rows, you can leave those.
thank you.
Don't get a figure from after that. Is anyone attending remotely?
I do not mind.
Okay.
No.
No.